Hello, Spenga Elmhurst. My name's Beth. We're going to get started here in a few minutes. Happy kickoff to Memorial Day weekend. A little different probably than we've experienced before, but nonetheless, I kind of have that mindset. You'll see in the comments, I put my playlist. It's totally optional. Put on whatever tunes that you want, but it is a summer themed playlist today. So if you want to listen along, let's go ahead and do it. So, try not to trip over my weights here. I'm going to do something a little different today, at least for me. So we're going to do our warm-up, of course. We're going to do two 20-10 Tabata timers. All right, so, and they're going to be all cardio. Okay, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, a few different exercises. Now guys, if like jumping around and stuff is not your thing, don't worry. I have some lower impact or non-impact moves that you can just take. Since it's just two Tabatas, you can absolutely make it through. So that's our cardio section. Then we're going to do the boxing timer, and I'm actually going to make you count your own reps today instead of a timer. So our boxing timer, 3 minutes, 3 exercises. You do each one as many times as you can through. I'll explain that. And then at the end, we're going to do a little bit of yoga, like maybe 10 minutes, all right? So we'll just do a couple quick flows and just kind of get that feel again. I'm really missing our 20 minutes of spins, 20 minutes of strength, 20 minutes of yoga. And of course, this is not going to be anything like being in the studio, which I can't wait to be back to. But we are going to get that feel of first warming up and doing the cardio, then doing the strength, and finishing off with the yoga. Sound good? Good morning. Good morning, Stacy. Hope you're doing well. All right, guys. So it is almost time to go here. For the strength section, have a few different sets of weights if you want. We're going to be doing upper body, lower body. Again, boxing timer, which means I'm going to give you 3 exercises and you're going to cycle through. If you forget, go with whatever. I'm going to try and keep reminding you throughout. All right. So there's no way to do this wrong as long as you keep moving and that you are giving it your best effort, right? I'm not asking you for more than you can do, but I want you to give me everything that you've got, all right? It is Friday. We're going to kick that weekend off, right? I'm going to start my music up. I've got a little earbud in, and as I do that, guys, I want you to just take your shoulders and start rolling them back here, all right? Up, back, and down. Really start getting those shoulders warmed up. Think about the posture. Let the shoulder blades fall down the back. Good morning, Jen. Good to see you. And then we're just going to roll it forward. Give yourself a quick release through the neck here. Ear to the shoulder. Let that right shoulder blade fall down the back. Chin to the chest. Other side. Center. And up. All right, guys, give yourself a little boxer shuffle here. Whew. Reminder to self, don't keep those there. Little boxer shuffle. Think about wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers. And here, give yourself a little spinal rotation. All right, so you want to make sure that spine's ready for some movement. We're going to keep this warm-up pretty short. All right, I'm going to keep it to 5 minutes or less because we're going into all those cardio moves, right? Now off the bat, if you're thinking, oh, cardio, I can't do that. Here's what I want you to think right here. Here's one option. I want you to think about skipping an invisible rope, so we can go right here. But if you don't like the jump or the hop, you can always go right here. Keep the arms moving, keep the legs moving. You can do this. You know you can do this. All right? But maybe you're here, right? Shoulders back, chest lifted. Start taking some nice deep breaths, making sure that body's getting warmed up. All right, just a few more seconds here. And I want you to take it into an air squat. Sit down and come on up. Feet are hip to shoulder width apart. You can wiggle the toes in the shoes. I want you pressing the ground away with the heels. Looking really good, guys. Now, I want you to bring those arms behind you and come on up. Again, for anybody who doesn't know, I have super low ceilings in my basement. So if you're hearing me hit the ceiling, know that I'm okay. All right, I know you're worried. My ceiling doesn't look great, but it's okay. Now, as you come back, think about those pinkies reaching towards the sky, really getting warmed up here. Beautiful job. One more. And now I just want you to step side to side. Step side to side. Think about making that step a little wider. Just basically a mini skater here. You can keep it small. You can start making it a little bit bigger. I just want you to warm up in that lateral range of motion here. And a lot of times, this is where my heart rate starts to come up, and I'm like, oh, why am I starting to lose my breath? This is not that hard. Your body is catching up, right? That's why we have to warm up. You don't want to go all out right away. You got to warm that body up gradually. Looking good, guys, looking good. All right, let's just do some shoulder circles here. Bring those arms back. Now you can start slower and really reach. All right, and then as you get warmer, find a little more speed with it. Put that mind to that joint, warming it up. And other way, bring it forward. Keep that belly button to the spine. Whew. I'd ask you if you had any big plans for Memorial Day weekend, but I'm going to guess no. If you do, hope you have fun. Hopefully we get some decent weather. All right, we're going to have some hip openers here. So just open and close. Now, for those of you who see me all the time, you probably get sick of me saying the same stuff, but it's really important. Guys, this one, so often, people are caught up on how big it looks or if their range of motion looks as big as mine. So here's the deal, guys. This is all about flexibility and mobility in your hip. And if you don't have that, it might look a lot smaller. And that's okay. Focus on how it feels to open and close that hip joint, right? Looks good, looks good. Now, and wherever you are, guys, remember, there's always change that can happen if you're open to that change. All right? You got to be willing to change. You got to believe that you can change. And that's when you bring those changes in. All right, guys, hands to the thighs, flatten the back down, pull the belly button to the spine, roll it up, and do that again. Flatten it down, roll it up. We're going to take it into that inchworm. Hands come down to the ground, take it out to that plank position. Nice deep breath here. Walk it back in and reach it up. Let's do that again. Roll it down, walk it out to the plank, engage that core, bring it up. Give me one more, guys, one more here. And then as you come up and you're done with that last one, give yourself that boxer shuffle. Again, keep wiggling those fingers and toes. Grab a drink if you need it. I just realized I completely forgot my water bottle today. That's okay. I'll be good. Make sure you've got yours. All right, guys, so keep it moving. We've got our first Tabata coming. So we're going to just start with jumping jacks, all right? If you don't jump right here, guys, and you can come back to this one as well as that skipping rope anytime, okay? So we got 2 rounds of jumping jacks. Then we are going to do that jump rope. If you can take a little more, I want you to go front back with it as if you're jumping over a line on the ground. 2 rounds of that. We're going to do a mud run. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you don't like that, just think high knees laterally. And then we're going to do mountain climbers down on the ground. Strong plank. Remember, you can always elevate it if you need to. So if you've got a chair, if you've got a coffee table, a bench, and you need to elevate it, feel free. You don't want to be on the ground, high knees. All right, we ready for it? We go jacks, 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Start it moving here. Again, maybe you're thinking, man, I'm not that warmed up. Maybe you want to start right here. That's fine. All right, but I want you, no matter which version you're taking, pull that belly button to the spine. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Find that range of motion. Rest. All right, guys. We're just going to do jacks again. All right, if you want to make it a little more intense, feel free to make it an air jack. All right? 3, 2, 1. Regular jack. Let me see if I can do this without hitting the ceiling. Air jack. Yep, I hit the ceiling. That did not feel too good. That's okay. Don't worry. It was my hands on my head. Whew. Now I'm having visions of knocking myself unconscious during a live. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, man. Keep it going, guys. 3 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. In 10 seconds, just skip and rope. I'd like you to do the hop if you can. If not, tap it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right here. Now, imagine there's a line on the ground. Forward, back. Forward, back. So there's control. It's not a lot of movement, but I want you to think about that kind of touch and go. Thinking about that speed, thinking about that control. 3, 2, 1, rest. Same thing again, or if you'd rather, take it lateral side to side. Whatever version of a skipping rope works for you. 3, 2, 1, side to side. Now remember guys, these first 2 rounds should go pretty quick. All cardio. So, just like when we're in the studio, all of us on the bike, we always start with cardio, right? So here, we're gonna get all that cardio in. You've got 5 more seconds to go. Looking good, guys. Stacy, Jennifer, Jenny, looking good. 3, 2, 1, rest. We go into the mud run. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you don't like that, high knees side to side. I want that lateral motion. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, maybe it's smaller, but if you can make it bigger, I want you to think about doing that, okay? Keep the eyes and chest up. Every time, if you're doing that mud run, think about pulling that belly button to the spine, getting that oblique involved. Do you drive the knee? Rest. All right, one more time, same move. Heart rate up a little bit. It's amazing what you can do in 20 seconds, right? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep it going, guys. Maybe you find a little more length, a little more width, I should say, with that range of motion. Keep it going, guys, keep it going. Get that heart rate up. Warm it up here. Making sure that that cardio is burning when we go into our strength. 3, 2, 1, rest. Mountain climber. Guys, if you need a modification, find a bench, okay? We're right here. Drive the knees in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You can make it smaller. You can make it quicker. First and foremost, it's a plank. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Keep the gaze in front of the fingertips. It's cardio, guys. So work hard enough, move fast enough that that heart rate is coming up. If being down on the ground just doesn't work for you, high knees works. All right? Any exercise we've done so far works. Keep that heart rate up. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, mountain climber, one last time. Then we're done with that first round. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive it in, drive it in. Pull that belly button to the spine. Keep the shoulders retracted away from the ears. Nice long neck. Whew. My heart rate's coming up there. You got a minute of recovery coming. I want you to earn it. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1, rest. One more round of cardio. So this time, I'm going to start with thrusters. Now, guys, if you had a bench, if you have a coffee table, you could even use a sturdy chair, but the ground is fine too. I'll probably use the ground. We're going to do thrusters, all right? So you come down low, shoulders back, weight is in the heels. You can wiggle the toes in the shoes, hands to the bench or the ground, jump or step back, find your plank, in and up, all right? We got 2 rounds of thrusters. Then we're going to come up. Little rotation. So imagine there's a line on the floor, 1 foot forward, 2 back, 1 foot forward, 2 back. I'm going to show that, and then the second time, we're going to do little rotational jumps, take it or leave it. After that, coming back down, 1 plank jack to 1 tuck. All right, so 1 plank jack, then jump it in and out. Keep the chest over the thumbs. It's going to be tough. And then to end, we're going to kind of put them all together. All right, so what that's going to look like is a burpee with a plank jack and a rotation. Right, so we come down. Again, you can use the bench. Down, out, plank jack, in, up, rotate. All right, got it? Of course you got it. All right, guys, thrusters. This one's going to be tough. Only 4 minutes of cardio. All right, 3, 2, 1, thrusters. Hands down, jump it out, jump it in, and up. Now, guys, you can step it. If you are stepping it, first round, lead with 1 leg. Next round, lead with the other leg. You only have 8 seconds here. Get uncomfortable. Push yourself outside of that comfort zone. Hey, Casey, good to see you. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys. We've got 6 seconds, and we go right back to that thruster. Are you ready? Shoulders back, chest lifted. 3, 2, 1. Again, guys, I don't care if you're elevating, if you're using a table, whatever you need to do to become successful. All right? If you're thinking, you know what, that's just not working for me, I'm going back to those jumping jacks. Are you giving it the best you can give? If you are, that's awesome. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, rotational jumps. I'm going to start by taking 1 foot forward, 2 back. So basically fast feet, forward, forward. All right? 3, 2, 1, right, left, just side to side. Now, basically all this is, guys, is this. All right, you're just coming forward and back. All right, keep it going. We have 3, 2, 1, rest. Same thing again, or if you want a little more, you don't have to do a full 180. Think about a little rotational hop. Try and keep the shoulders forward. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hup, hup, hup. Nice and little. As far as the hop, we're not coming far off the ground. All right, you're keeping that core engaged, trying to keep the shoulders facing forward. All right, get that heart rate going. Looks good, guys. 3, 2, 1, rest. 1 plank jack, 1 tuck jump in plank. All right, so 1 here, 1 here. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, plank jack, plank tuck, plank jack, plank tuck. Keep it going. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Gaze in front of those fingertips. It's a plank, guys. Nice long neck. Belly button to the spine. Looking good. 3, 2, 1, rest. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds to breathe. We're going to do it again. Plank jack to tuck in. Remember, you can walk it as well. I'll show you here what that'll look like. 3, 2, 1, out and in and out. Out and in and out. All right, you always have those options, guys. All right, again, you need to be willing to push for that change for you. I'm not here to tell you what version you should be doing. I'm here to tell you, if you've got more to give and you want to take that next step, you got to be willing to give it. All right, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, burpee with a plank jack to a rotational jump. All right, so it'll look like this. Jump, jump. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Forgot for a minute what I was doing. Now, guys, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, what was the next point? It's a burpee. All right, add any of those other things that we have done in there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Guys, 20 seconds of that burpee, and we're done with our cardio. Whew, my heart rate's up a bit. I hope yours is too. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Burpee of choice. Remember, you can step it. You can jump it. Whatever works for you right here. We have 12 seconds to go. You're going to get a minute of recovery, and then we're going to go into our boxing timer. I'll show you what those exercises are going to look like. All right, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, our magic number is going to be 8. Every exercise we're doing 8 times. All right, I'm not going to tell you when to switch. This is going to be on you. So grab some weights if you've got it. And what we're going to do is a step out squat, 4 on each side. Step and squat, that's 1, that's 2. 8 step out squats, 4 on each side. Then we do a deadlift to a row. I'd like a mid row here. Hinge, drive the shoulder blades back and down, elbows towards the corners of the room. That's 1. All right, keep the core engaged, pull the ribs in, 8 of those. And then we go into a shoulder press. All right, so if you have to change weights, cool. Or if they're really heavy from the deadlift and you want to go 1 on each side, do 4 on each side. If you can do both together, that's awesome. All right, so in 10 seconds, we're going to start. 8 step out squats, 4 on each side, 8 deadlift to rows, and 8 shoulder presses. Ready to do it? Of course you are. 3, 2, 1, step out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right into the deadlift with row. Hinge. 1, 2. You can go faster or slower than me. I think that's 6, 7, 8. Shoulder press. I'm going to try doing both. Up and down. Now, guys, you might notice my stance is a little wide. It doesn't mean yours has to be. I'm trying not to hit my ceiling. Keep the shoulders relaxed, core engaged. I'm losing count because I'm talking. All right, let's say 7 and 8. Back to the front or back to the top. Step out squat. You count it, guys. You've got your step out squats. You've got your deadlift and rows. You've got your shoulder presses. We're 1 minute in, 2 minutes down. 1 minute in, 2 minutes more to go. All right, it's hard to talk on a Friday morning. All right, so we have 2 minutes left here. You should be able to get through all those exercises 2 more times, right? Your range of motion, are you counting? Again, we've got the wide squat, eyes and chest are up on that. Then we have that deadlift. Remember, hinge at the hips. Lead with the heart. We squeeze and come up. You should always be feeling the posterior chain, not just a pull in the lower back. Once you've got your 8, shoulder press. We keep it moving. All right, that shoulder press, we're still working the shoulders, but you're giving the lower body a little breather, kind of being able to have your own little active recovery, if you will, okay? So we have 1 minute 15 to go. Where are you at? Are you on those squats? I'm going to remind you again, here are our exercises. Step out squat, 4 on each side. We hinge, deadlift, row. Now, if you've got heavy weights and you want to work that, awesome. If you've got no weights or water bottles, that's fine. Mind to the muscle. And after those deadlift to rows, shoulder presses, just palms forward. Think about almost like an arrow up to the top and pull it down. Don't just push up, pull down as well. Think about activating those muscles as you pull back and down. All right, we have 37 seconds to go, guys. Are you with me? How we doing? Come on, Jen. Come on, Jenny, Casey, Stacy. I want you moving through this. You're going to get a minute of recovery. It's coming. It's coming. But you got to earn it. It's been a long time since I've done a boxing timer where we're actually taking it at our own reps. So hopefully it's going to challenge your body a little more. Don't give up on yourself, guys. Remember, you have to be open to the change. Be willing to get uncomfortable. Come on. We're almost there. That minute is coming in 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. Grab a drink. Now, here's the deal, guys. We're coming down to the ground for this entire round. I've got combo moves. You can choose to put them together, or you can just do one. So first thing is a chest fly. Laying it on the ground, soften the elbows, palms towards each other, open and close. If you would like, you can add a leg drop or a single leg drop. All right, we've got 8. If you're doing a single leg drop, it'll be 4 on each side. Keep the lower back down. All right, from there, narrow press, elbows close to the rib cage, palms facing each other. We're going to do a tricep press up, narrow press, and pull down. If you want to hold that bridge, feel free. And then we're going to do a lying tricep extension. 1 or 2 weights, up to you. Elbows stay over the shoulders. Bring the weights towards the forehead or the temple and back up. 8. All right, that's all we got. Ready for it? Of course you are. Chest fly with leg drop. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go through the entire first round just to remind you of those exercises. 3, 4. Make sure you're keeping that lower back down, belly button to the spine. 6, 7, 8, and now the feet come down. All right, I'm going to bring those glutes up, and I'm going to press. 1. Every time I come down, I can feel the inside of my arms, or the inside of my shirt on the inside of the arms. All right, pull down, press up. Really press into those heels if you're doing the glute bridge. Straight up, keep the chin off the chest. I think that's 8, so let's say 7, 8, bring it down, and we bring the weights into the forehead. All right, so make sure, guys, if you see this here, hopefully, it's hard without a mirror, but my elbows should be staying right over my shoulders. There's no movement in the shoulders, they're locked. All right, so find that range of motion. If you're doing one weight, you can hold either side of it and come right here, but keep the elbows narrow. And then to the top. From the top, chest fly. If you want to do one leg at a time, that's fine. Keep it going. Is that lower back staying into the floor? If doing both of those is too much, guys, take the lower body out. Just do the chest fly. What are you going for here? We're already 1.5 minutes through this round, okay? So after that chest fly, narrow press, so tricep press with a glute bridge if you want. And then we'll have that tricep extension. We've got quite a bit of triceps today, I'll tell you. Keep it going, guys. You've got 1 minute 15 to go. Now, with that chest fly, the longer your levers are, the harder it's going to be, right? But you don't want to lock out the elbows. There's a little softness in those elbows. So open and close. Always think about trying to hug a giant beach ball on that chest as if you're trying to pop it. All right, so you still have 55 seconds to go. You have the chest fly, 8 of them with the leg drop. All right, then you have the narrow press, so it would look like this, right? Elbows in nice and tight. Press up, pull down, with or without the glute bridge. Keep it going, guys. You got 40 seconds to go, and then you've got that tricep extension. Imagine I'm laying down here. Elbows are the only thing moving. Focusing on the back of the tricep here. Guys, we have 30 seconds to go. Keep it going, keep it going. Good morning, Trisha. All right. And Trisha, we got cardio, we got strength, and we got a little yoga today. All right, so make sure you do this one. Nice job. We got 15 seconds to go, guys. 15 seconds. All right, you're going to get that minute of recovery. Work your way through here. Woo! The next round, I'll give you some modifications because we are going to do some surrenders. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, take a drink, take a break, but watch here. So let me tell you first of all, you can do an alternating reverse lunge. All right, 4 on each side. Or you do surrenders. All the way down, all the way up. 4 leading on each side. All right, down, down, up, up. Now you can end it standing or kneeling because from there, after we do our 4 on each side, we're just going to do 8 hammer curls. All the way up, all the way down. Again, maybe, I actually usually like kneeling. You'll see why I like kneeling here. And then we're going to go overhead tricep extension. If you can do both weights, awesome. If you have to drop one, that's fine. All right, as you can tell, I would hit my ceiling, so I'm kneeling. All right, so again, 8 of each, surrenders. 4 on each side. If you don't like the surrender, reverse lunge. You don't even like that, do a squat. Keep moving. All right, bicep curls, 8 of them. Overhead tricep extension, 8 of them. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, surrenders. Down, down, up, up. Looks good. I'm going to do 4 on each side. You can alternate. It doesn't really matter. Whatever's working better for you right here. Got 1 more on this side. Now I'm going to do the other side. Keep the shoulders back. Keep the chest lifted. Make sure you're not falling forward. This one's tough, right? But a lot of people are like, yeah, I can't do that. You don't know unless you try. If you don't have a medical reason why you can't, try it, guys. All right, last one. I'm going to keep it down. I'm going to do curls, hammer curls for 8. Again, if you're slower than me, if you're faster than me, awesome. I just like going through the first round to remind you what those exercises look like. Let's say 6, 7, 8. We're going to go with that overhead tricep extension. Down and up. Now I will say, guys, these weights are getting heavy for me. I might have to drop to 1. Do what works for you. Just think about how quickly you are changing those weights. You don't want to waste time. We've only got 3 minutes for each round, right? All right, guys, back to those surrenders. Up, up, down, down. All right, up, up, down, down. Again, if you're like, yep, not working for me, reverse lunge. All right, 4 on each side. You have options, guys. Don't give yourself an excuse, all right? Whether you think you can or you can't, you are absolutely right because that mindset is everything. If you think you can get all the way through, you will, all right? You might have to modify. You might have to dig a little deeper. But if you believe you can do it, you will do it. All right, after the surrenders, we got those hammer curls, right? And after the hammer curls, overhead tricep extensions. All right, guys, keep it going. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. So when we start doing those surrenders, if you're getting tired, you might fall forward. Make sure the shoulders stay back, chest lifted. You want to think coming to that 90 degrees in each knee, which is hard not to do. So really, this is a great way to kind of learn that lunge range of motion, right? Think about pressing into the front heel as you come up. You can wiggle the toes in the shoes. You've got 30 seconds to go. Come on. Good morning, Mallory. All right, we have bicep curls here. Well, wherever you are. After the surrenders, we have bicep curls and we have that tricep extension. Like I said, guys, I haven't actually done this boxing timer where you're doing your own exercises during these live workouts. So be honest. If you think it's too confusing, send me a little note, all right? I like everybody being able to take it at their own pace, right? Getting equal amounts in of each exercise. All right, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, we have one more round of strength. We've got a push up to a T or a side plank. All right, so on the knees or on the toes, one push up. You can take it to a side plank. Maybe you want to add the leg lift. All right, that's one. Whoop, that's two. I'm having trouble with that. I probably won't do the star. Just giving you options. People like the people I see on there, I know you can do it. All right, but again, 4 each side with the side plank, 8 push-ups total. Then we go into a forearm plank. Keep the gaze in front of the fingertips, elbow to the outside of the tricep, 4 on each side. Try and keep the hips and shoulders square. And then we turn it over. We already did leg drops, but I want to do it again, all right? I want you to bring the shoulder blades up if you can, belly button to the spine. Drop the legs down and up, or alternate one at a time. All right, 8 of each. You ready? We've got a push up to a T in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push up and T. That's 1. Remember, you can drop the knees. You can do this elevated. Maybe you don't want the side plank. Maybe you're like, the push-ups don't work for me. Here's an option, guys. Push up to side plank. Or you can do the whole thing on your knees. Push up to side plank. Here. Just make sure you're lifting that lowest rib towards the sky. How much space can you find between the hip and the floor? Keep it going, guys. I lost count. I'm hoping I was 8. I think it was about 6. Get one more on each side. Then we go into that forearm plank. Keep the gaze in front of the fingertips. Engage the core. Knee to the outside of the tricep and down. That's 1. Knee to the outside of the tricep. That's 2. Keep the shoulder blades retracted. All right? To relax the shoulders, guys, think about palms down if you can. Think about trying to pull your floor towards your feet as you pull the belly button to the spine and squeeze the glutes. 4 on each side. Turn it over. Leg drops. If you can, isometric crunch, lower and up. Keep that lower back down. If you do 4 on each side, or if you're feeling advanced enough, you can drop both legs. Guys, whatever works for you. Focus on the lower abs. Make sure your lower back is not coming away from the ground. Do your 8 and right back to those push-ups. Come on, guys, let's do it. You only have 1:20 to go. Push up to side plank. Or if you just want to do push-ups, do that. If you just want to do the rotating side plank, do that. Find your challenge. Don't shy away from things because they're hard. All right? That's what makes them great. Those challenges that we overcome, that's what we're going to remember, right? Doing an easy workout, who cares? You can walk around the block, right? Push yourself, guys. Tell yourself that this is just a little more than I thought I was going to be able to give today on this Friday. Come on, guys. We've got 45 seconds to go. You've got the push-ups, you've got the forearm plank spider, and you've got the leg drops. Both legs together or one at a time. Where are you at with those? Only 32 seconds to go. You got your push-ups, you got your forearm plank spider, you got your leg drops. Let's see, we're down to about 20 seconds. The next time you change exercises here, stay there till the end. All right, this is our last round, guys, of strength, and I'm going to take you into just a little bit, very little, of yoga, because why not? All right, 10 seconds to go here. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice job, guys. Give yourself a little spinal rotation. Whew. And now, we're going to go real simple, some of my basic flows, but just to kind of get that feel of what it felt like at Spanga after we do the cardio, after we do the strength, to just get a little flow in, a little stretch at the end, and then we will be done. All right, guys. So kick off your shoes. If you need a mat, go ahead and grab it. Grab a drink. And here's what we're going to do. We're just going to come to the top of that mat. We're going to ground down into the 4 corners of each foot. We're going to roll the shoulders back, palms forward. Think about grounding into the 4 corners by lifting all the toes. right? Feel those four corners, gently bring the toes down, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Inhale up, high mountain. Again, I have to bend my arms because I'm going to hit the ceiling. Have your nice big reach. Shoulder blades down the back, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Exhale, mini back bend. So squeeze the shoulder blades back and down, lift the heart to the sky. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Hinge at the hips, lead with the heart. Hands come down to that mat. All right, you can soften the knees a bit. Take the feet hip to shoulder width. As you soften the knees, feel free to bring a little more weight into the balls of the feet. Let's take a ragdoll. Grab onto the elbows if you don't like that. Hands come down to the mat. Maybe take a little sway side to side here. And we're going to do a ragdoll twist. So bring that right arm down to the mat. Left fingertips come out to the sky as you take a generous bend into that right knee. Nice deep breath here. And as you exhale, switch sides. Right hand comes up to the sky, generous bend into the left knee. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Breathe into it. Beautiful job. Take the feet back to about hip width apart, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain. And let's do that mini back bend again. Exhale. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find that high plank. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Think about the inside of those armpits facing forward. So as you press into those hands, think about opening jars here. All right? Really twisting, corkscrewing through the hands. Shoulders back, core engaged. Now we're going to take our first flow. Remember, you can always drop to the knees if you need to. But before you do that, everybody comes forward an inch or two, like you're trying to look over the edge of that mat. From the toes or drop to the knees, yoga push-up, elbows in tight, come down just halfway. Can you hold the breath there? Inhale, upward dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Flip the toes, lift the hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide here, guys. Think about an upside down V with your body. Bring your hips to the ceiling. Think about bringing your heart a little closer to the thighs, your heels just a little closer to that mat. Just breathe here, hang out. And from here, left leg comes up high to the sky. All right, take a bend to the knee, take the gaze forward, step through low lunge. Adjusting as needed, ankle under that knee. Loop the shoulders away from the ears, inhale up, crescent pose. Shoulders back, chest lifted, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Whew, feel that strong posture here. Hands to heart center. Start to shift your weight into that front foot. Start to lift the back toes. Find your warrior three. Now in your warrior three, I'm going to just face you. You want the hips to be square. All right, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Breathe into it. Fight for that balance. And from here, you can kickstand down or see if you can come right up into that one-legged mountain. Grounding into that standing foot. All right, I'm just facing you here. Shoulders back, chest lifted. The kickstand is there if you need it. Hands to heart center. Keeping that right foot flexed, cross it just above the opposite knee. Sit back into your figure four chair. Shoulders back, chest lifted. How low you come down is up to you. The kickstand is there if you need it. Right hand to the right thigh if you would like. Whew. Back up. Guys, do you work out with me on Fridays? Wednesdays or Fridays in the studio? We always come out the way we came in, right? See if you can make your way back through that warrior three. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Find that warrior three. Gently allow the ball of the back foot to come down. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to either side of the foot. Step back to plank. We're going to take that flow, guys. Yoga push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward. Breathe here. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Again, chest towards the thighs. Stay in it, guys. I'm just talking to the mat. You can probably hear me better this way. Beautiful job. You ready for the other side? This time, right leg comes up high to the sky. Take a bend to the knee. Take the gaze forward. Step the foot through. Ankle under the knee. Loop the shoulders away from the ears. Think about pulling the belly off the thigh as you come up. Nice, strong crescent pose. Spiral the pinkies in. Let the shoulder blades fall down the back. Guys, can you think about pulling your right hip back and left hip forward? Beautiful job. Hands to heart center. Shift your weight into that front foot. Lift the back toes. Find your version of that warrior three. Hold it, guys. All right, hips are square. Now, if you can't do that, maybe your toes are barely off the ground, what you want to think about is that neutral spine here. Breathe. All right, now remember, you've always got that kickstand if you need it, but gently come up, one-legged mountain. Ground into that standing foot, roll the shoulders back, spiral the pinkies in, right? Kickstand anytime you need it. Really pull the belly button to the spine and up towards the heart. Hands to heart center. Go ahead and take that ankle, bring it right across opposite knee. Sit down into it. Figure four chair. Beautiful job, guys. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Breathe into it. We come back up. One-legged mountain. Come out the way we came in. Give yourself that warrior three. Gently allow the ball of the back foot to come down. Inhale up, crescent pose. Exhale, hands to either side of the foot. Step back to plank. Take that flow and meet me in that downward dog. Whew. It's actually feeling pretty good for me. How about you? Come up high on the balls of the feet. Generous bend to the knees. Come down into tabletop position. One of my all-time favorites, cat-cow stretch. Go ahead and spread the fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, cow. Drop the belly. Shine the heart forward. Lift the tailbone. Exhale, cat. The spine. Drop the head. Drop the tailbone. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue your breath connected to those movements. It's not going to look like me. It shouldn't look like me. Your breath, your range of motion on your mat today. What does it look like? Maybe you need to roll it through the shoulders or hips. Just do whatever feels good right here. One more. Cycle through. Meet me in that neutral tabletop position. Come onto one hip. And just find an easy cross-legged seat. All right. I want you to make sure you're even on those sits bones. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Inhale up. Reach the fingertips to the sky. Shoulder blades down the back. Right fingertips, kickstand behind you. Left fingertips to the outside of the opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, gently twist open. Heart towards the right wall. Every inhale, you're lengthening through the crown of the head. Every exhale, finding a little more depth to the twist. Imagine letting that right shoulder blade fall down the back. Whew, imagine letting the left shoulder blade fall down the back as well. You can take the gaze over the back shoulder. And bring the neck back to neutral. Bring the spine back to neutral. And let's just switch which legs in front. Make sure you can sit evenly on those sits bones again. Shoulders back. Inhale, up. Reach the fingertips to the sky. Let the shoulder blades fall down the back. Left fingertips kickstand behind you. Right fingertips to the outside of the opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Maybe take the gaze over that back shoulder if it feels okay for your neck. Let the left shoulder blade fall heavy towards the back pocket. Then allow the right shoulder blade to fall heavy as well. Should get a nice release through the neck here. Bring that neck back to neutral. Bring the spine back to neutral. Bring those legs out in front. Arms in front, and we're going to make our way down to that mat nice and slow. Sit up nice and tall, belly button to the spine. If you need assistance coming down, you can keep the knees bent, support yourself here. Or just come down one vertebrae at a time. You can come as fast or as slow as works for you. Just find that control. Make sure your head is the last thing to gently find that mat. Take your time getting there, but once you are there, take a generous bend to the knees. Feet come flat to the mat. Bring the right knee into the chest, hands to the right shin. Straighten out the left leg, grounding the left heel down. If that doesn't work for your lower back, keep a bend to the knee. Tee out the right arm. ground down into that right shoulder blade. As you exhale, guide the right knee to the left side, supine twist. Gaze over those right fingertips, stack the right hip on top of the left. Inhale, create space. Exhale, release tension. We bring it back to center. Give that knee a little hug in and release. Right foot comes down, left knee into the chest, hands to the shin. Straighten out that right leg if it works for you. Go ahead and tee out that arm, palm down. Right hand to the outside of the opposite knee. And go ahead and find that supine twist. Take the gaze over the left fingertips if you'd like. Imagine trying to stack that left hip on top of the right. One more breath here. Bring it back to center. Bring that left knee in. Bring the right knee in to meet it. Take those arms, wrap the forearms around the shins, giving those legs a nice tight hug in. As you exhale, peel the shoulders off the mat, forehead to the knees, knees to the forehead. Pull everything into the midline of the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the arms. Let that spine melt heavy into the mat. And find that final resting pose of this Friday morning. Now guys, in the interest of time, I'm going to finish it up here, but I encourage you to just stay in this final resting pose as long as time allows. Just hang out there. When you're ready to come out, you take some movement into the fingertips and toes. You can bend the knees, come onto one side, and come up to a seated position. But again, take your time here. As you hang out here and I sign off, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to work out with me. Remember, even if the days start to feel the same, every day is a gift and there's a choice. Tomorrow, today is gone. What you do with it today, it's your only shot at today. All right? Make some good choices. Have a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you all really soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.